Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 23 and it is time for another live GP race. The last video I did here in the live GP category was absolutely fantastic. We had a thrilling battle in Mugello for a podium position which eventually we, spoiler alert, managed to get hold of. Now honestly, I am really loving these live GP races. I've done around 3 or 4 so far. This is the second or third race I did, but the second one was just 2 people in it and I won that one by quite a lot against my good friend Rainify there in 3rd place. So I've not really bothered making a video with that one, so we're just going to be focusing on the live GP races that have a good amount of competitors in, and this one had a fantastic competition, or at least one rider in particular, for Kill Denied at the top of the screen, currently in pole position. Now in this lap, this is my best lap. Unfortunately I wasn't able to do better than this in the qualifying. I was consistently close, but just couldn't get over the hump to improve the lap time. So what we're going to do is we're going to skip ahead and get into the race. So here is Kill Denied there in pole position. He is our French rival for today's video. Now of course rocking the new 47, made courtesy by Sergio23, so big thank you to the Belgian ace, also making the helmet as well. Of course, what else would you expect from such a fantastic member of the ace communities? But this is going to be a tense one, ladies and gentlemen, so grab yourself a drink, calm your nerves, and let's crack on here in Laguna Seca. So we wait for the lights to go out. Rhinite device applied for Kill Denied. That's probably going to be costly as we get a somewhat decent start. Not great, but not as good as Rainify, who's effectively my teammate in today's video on board the factory Yamaha. So into Andretti hairpin. I wanted to go for the lunge, but Kill Denied had the position. So it's a whole shot for the Frenchman. Number 22 ahead of us. It's down to us to try and catch up the number 22. Now, interestingly enough, I felt quite quick in the qualifying. I just couldn't piece together the full lap. So I was hoping throughout this race I would find the rhythm, because this is my first time playing here in Laguna Seca in MotoGP 23, as unfortunately at the moment I just can't quite get enough to the Aprilia. But look at his drive coming out of this left-hander here. Much quicker than I am on the Yamaha. Brilliantly done and executed from the Frenchman, but we go tight to the apex for turn 6 and we have a bit of contact, just a little bit. Nothing too unfair in that one, just both of us trying to find the same piece of track. I'm trying to have a think about going into the corkscrew, but it's as I say, messing it up there going into the corkscrew. But as I said earlier on, this is my first experience here in Laguna Seca, so a lot of these early races, early lap times here in this race, as I say, are going to be a learning curve. Now he is pulling out to somewhat of a gap, but if we can just stay with him and keep him honest, then who knows what's going to happen. But we're going deep into turn 11 for the victory corner. Kill Denied gets another very strong exit going across the line. So across the line, everything's calming down, staying in 5th gear this time around, and you can hear the Yamaha screaming, but as we do run it deep into the Andretti hairpin, and that's our first mistake of the video, and unfortunately I don't think it'll be my last. Kill Denied is still holding on to the position there for turn 3, but we go for that tighter apex, desperate to try and catch back up to now, back to him now, as we're still using power setting 3. But the fuel situation in MotoGP just stresses me out so much. Look how much fuel it's saying that we're going to be losing if we stay on power setting 3. I'm going to have to bump that back down to 2 immediately, because I cannot stand looking at that minus 2.9. It's just intimidating. As Kill Denied goes a bit deep there, we seem to be having him in that corner there, but he is strong going into the corkscrew. And I'll be honest, I'm usually the faster rider going into the corkscrew in any of the MotoGP games that I've played. It isn't against some of the esport riders we have in the Ace Academy, but still, I usually feel pretty damn strong there, and unfortunately he's showing me up a bit here. So a second ahead he is, and currently as it stands, I had a look before I watched this video, before I made this video, and Kill Denied was about 2nd on the leaderboard right now, with about 14 races and about 6 or 7 wins. So this guy is decent enough competition, with a massive understatement there. He's brilliant competition, and he is he's holding me up here. I'm trying to get him, but I can't. He's doing everything he can to escape me, but I'm just holding on to his coattails. Now of course guys, don't forget, if you are enjoying the content so far, be sure to subscribe, and of course stick around to watch this video, because it will get rather intense, I assure you. But back down to power setting 2 now. We do have the option of using power setting 3 later on if we have the opportunity. I'd rather do that and focus on the second power setting. Lap times aren't anything impressive right now from the pair of us. Baby Yaga and Rainifier behind us, so it's funny enough, it worked out to be 2 factory Aprilias against the 2 factory Yamahas. So teammate action going on in here, and I'm hoping that my good friend Rainifier can get himself onto the podium and join myself and the other Aprilia. Now, fun fact, before I started this video, I did actually want to use the Aprilia, and it was 3 Aprilias on the grid. So I thought, well, maybe not, let's change it over now to the Yamaha. I feel really good with the YZRM1 since we did the learning the so-called track. I felt really good with this bike ever since, so I'm using it for now, and we are the fastest man on track with the second power option. Are we able to close down into the number 22, rocking Sam Lowe's or Alex Lowe's number at this point in time? But of course, the Frenchman ahead is 9/10 of a second. We just got to keep honest, keep him honest, stay on him, and who knows what's going to happen. 10 seconds is the gap now to third, so it's just down to us two. The boys doing what they do best here in Laguna Seca. But that gap, 8/10, 7/10, 9/10, it's tough. But the one thing I don't want him to get is that magic, elusive 1 second. I will fight tooth and nail to avoid the second advantage. I've said it many times before, I'm going to say it again. And if you're ready to quote it with me, go ahead and we'll say it in just a moment. But it is the demoralising factor. If you reach the second advantage, you break the morale of the rider in second place. It can break the motivation. It can break the momentum. And he is not going to break me. It's a second. No. But I don't want to lose it. Just keep on him. Focus, DrAce, and just take advantage of the superior braking going into the victory corner. We've taken a good couple of tenths of a second. I feel so strong into that final corner. Really, really good there. And again across the line, another fastest lap of the race. It's a 1:19.211. Now the hard part there is I can't tell whether he was originally fastest and then I went faster after him. I think that is the case. But he did go wide into Andretti hairpin. Are we seeing some weaknesses from the Frenchman? So far, he has yet to do anything wrong. He is right on it. About as smooth as I am, if anything. But one thing I did notice in this race, which is a little bit off topic, and it really bugged me after I realised, I'm not using the right rider preference for the style of the rider's leaning. So, for example, I usually run shoulders out. Don't get me wrong, this is merely preference and it's just cosmetic. It doesn't change anything on the bike. But I noticed I'm using old school. So you look and I'm not actually leaning very well into the corners. It doesn't affect the game. Making a mistake there going deep into the corkscrew. That's a blemish on my behalf. So that has unfortunately lost us a few more tenths and we've gone further down into the 1 second rabbit hole. That's not good. Maybe we go back into power setting 3 to try and chase him up. I don't know, but that is going to be one of my slowest lap times since a while as we go firm on the rear brake, trying to get this bike stopped. But unfortunately, he looks to have the better of us, but I can tell you now, that's not how it's going to end. I will be catching him up, I assure you. I'm not going to let this one go. Bit deep into the Andretti hairpin. It was a good line, actually, from the Frenchman. Could probably try that myself, to be quite honest with you. Because that wider sweeping line certainly benefited him going into the entrance for turn 3 and beyond. So now into turn 4, another difficult corner here. You've got to get the apex right. It's a corner that, if you get that wrong, you crash. It's as simple as. So you have to get that corner right consistently for, 11 laps. It's a challenging corner. Laguna Seca is a very challenging track, and I was pleased to see it on the live GP. But, yeah, anyway, back to my point regarding the rider design. I can't remember what you call it. The rider choice of preference of leaning angles. I have changed it back over now to shoulders out, which I prefer more, so I don't really notice a difference, really, in the sense of speed, which of course you shouldn't. But on this lap, we seem to have got ourselves back into a rhythm. It's a trend I seem to do, to be honest with you. Good couple of laps, 2 or 3 laps, maybe 4 laps, and then a mistake. Good couple of laps, back into the rhythm, back into the groove, and then another mistake. Something I need to just fix upon. I think the concentration just dwindles ever so slightly. But we are getting across the line. It's not going to be improvement for us, but I can't see his lap time either, which is certainly not very helpful. But onto the brakes we go, just going a bit off the track there as he goes for a deeper line again. Another mistake. Any penalty coming his way? I don't think so. I don't think there is any penalties in live GP unless you do something incredibly egregious. I can't say it. That's a tongue twister if you want to say too many times. Incredibly egregious lines. Usually everything is alright. So I don't know at this point whether Kill Denied is still on power setting 2 or 3. I should imagine he's on the second power setting like me, rhyming accidentally, and we have a chance to catch him up as I'm going a bit loose onto turn 6. But my goal here, just focus on him, let him do the donkey work, let him focus on the ride ahead, and I'm just going to keep on trying to chug away and get some closer lap times, but I'm still making mistakes. That's another mistake into the corkscrew. Should have been given a penalty time there, I think. At least one penalty or a track limits warning, I think. I felt like I cut that corner a bit too much, but I'm not complaining, because we are closing in, and my teammate Rainify is on the podium. It's good to see, but look at us closing in. Into turn 11. There might be a shout of a potential victory here. 0.8 of a second as we went across the line. The gap is coming down. The guy who's joined at the top of the screen, he's going to have some enjoyment times in a minute, as he's again gone deep. Is that a choice of line? He seems to be doing that quite consistently, does Kill Denied. We're now into turn 3. Keep it tight to the apex and bring on the power. Keep the bike straight. Try not to touch the rumble strip going into turn 3 or 4 there, because it does really unsettle the bike. But bringing on the power into the left-hand side, braking roughly where the shadow is. 0.8, 0.7. We're just... It's going to be tight, this. Are we able to close in? We've got a couple more laps remaining as we... Whoa, we've really closed in there. Deep. We went too deep, but we did close in a significant amount of time. 0.4 is the separation. Look at us wheeling. Is this a lunge? Oh, I'm trying not to hit him. Oh, I did everything in my power to not hit him there, but I still made contact. Apologies to Kill Denied, but we are right on his tail now. All that effort is coming to fruition. The 119's consistently paying off as we go into the right for turn 10. Kill Denied. Oh, getting caught on the sand there. That's not ideal, but I'm going to try and go hard on the brakes. Oh my god, I think I'm going to hit him here. No! Ah. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. How did I make that mistake? I was pushing. I pushed everything for that. And as I caught him up, I hit the sand. It just took me out wide. Oh, that is annoying. Flashbacks. The rage. I was absolutely livid. So mad at myself for that. I had him. I caught him up. I did all the effort, all the donkey work. And that happened. Apologies for screaming in your ears, ladies and gentlemen, but yeah, that happened, and reliving this is just pain. But it is not over yet. I'm still pushing. I'm going to give it everything I've got now. I've got power setting 3 to use as well. And let's just hope we can chase him down for one more attempt. But 3 seconds in 2 laps, I think that's a bit brave. It's a bit optimistic, to be honest, but wow. I pushed. I really pushed, and you know, the one thing about this one was I was impressed with my consistency and impressed with my effort to not let go. And I think that's what cost me in the end. I mean, I'm still going to finish in second regardless. I don't think Rainify is going to catch up to me now, unless we both have another big accident, which could happen. But for now, it was a good effort. It was a damn decent effort, but I lost 3 seconds in that exchange. Maybe if we hadn't lost so much, maybe we could still be battling and chasing him down. I was so strong into the final corner. I was so strong. I felt great every single occasion there, but I hit the sand when I went a little bit wide, and it kind of put me in an odd position. I was also not sure if I could break my usual line, because I might end up hitting him, because I do go really late into the victory corner. There was a lot of questions there, and I didn't answer any of them. I flummoxed it. I bottled it. And yeah, that one hurt. That one really hurt, that did. And I'm hoping for another opportunity to race Kill Denied. I did message him afterwards, and he's such a great guy. He seemed to have really enjoyed our battle as well. I mean, of course he did. He won. Well, he's currently winning, should I say. And he won from the corner we had. So, I mean, yeah, it was a good battle. But I'll tell you what, this is not quite over yet. And we're pulling in quite a few tenths here on this lap as well. I think he might have abused all of his fuel. because I'm into power setting 3 now, and I'm actually not going much quicker than power setting 2. I'm finding this is a theme that I'm getting quite used to, but very late into turn 11, that's a mistake. Not like it was probably going to make much of a difference, but final lap it is here today in Laguna Seca. Back into the 119s for the final lap. Getting a bit out of shape there going into the left-hand side, but into Andretti hairpin. Looks like he's going for a much calmer and cleaner line now. I don't think he's feeling the pressure now as much as he was earlier on. Certainly as much as I was feeling earlier on, because the inhibitions have gone. I've already made the mistake. Might as well just go for it now, but into this one, the gap is coming down. It could be less than 2 seconds in a moment. But it should be a case of him just managing this one. But if he makes one mistake, just one, you better believe I'm going to be there. So I am not letting this go, just in case anything goes wrong. Give me a sniff, give me an inch, and I'm going to take a mile in this one. Just anything, and I'm coming. 1.8 is the gap now. Oh, if there was only more laps. Live GP, if there was only a few more laps. 1.4 now it is. You could tell I was really going for it at this point. I was riding angry though. At myself, only at myself, and certainly nothing against Kill Denied. He's a great competitor. Can't wait to race with him again. Can't wait to get a full lobby as a matter of fact as well. But into turn 11, we come out to the final corner. Kill Denied will take the victory. But you better believe I tried, guys. And unfortunately, Baby Arga did take out Rainify into the corkscrew. So unfortunately, it gets worse for us and the Yamaha, because Rainify doesn't finish on the podium either, as his race was ruined from the Italian. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Big thanks to Kill Denied for pushing me to the absolute limits there. Very much enjoyed that battle. And I guess I'll see you for the next MotoGP 23 video. Tomorrow probably career mode or the MotoGP Academy, and then we'll do another live GP, because I've got another cracker for you to watch very, very soon. So guys, thanks for watching as always. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Consider joining the DrAce pit crew if you want to be part of the team, and use custom emojis in the chat. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now, with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.